Music has always been in my family. My mom is a singer, so at an early age I was always going to see her perform, and she'd always have a lot of good music on. And my brother was also 9 years older than me, and he was a musician as well. And I got a really round background of music with the both of them, because my mom was more into the folk and gospel kind of music, and my brother was more, Guns N' Roses and Metallica and all that stuff. And eventually, having grown up with those two very different genres, I kind of eventually found a middle ground that I really liked, because I really like all kinds of music, but that's kind of how I got started. My brother was a big influence on me as a guitar player and a singer, and he always told me that he would ride my coattails once I started picking up the guitar. He always thought that I was a little better than him, but I always looked up to him a lot when it came to music. My name is Tyler Stacy. I'm a singer-songwriter from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He was in the Navy, and I was probably, I want to say 11 years old. And he had brought his Fender Stratocaster home with him, and just to visit for a while. And he was getting ready to go back on leave. And I told him that I was going to miss having his guitar at home and hearing him play it, and just having the sound of it in the house. And he just gave it to me and said, learn how to play it, and it's yours now. So that was a really big moment for me, because it was his first guitar and it was my first guitar, and it was a really special moment that I wasn't really expecting, but it started the ball rolling on a much bigger thing for me than I thought it would be. After my brother got out of the military, he had bought a motorcycle, and on Memorial Day, 2003, he hit a patch of gravel going around a turn and flipped over the guardrail, and he passed away almost instantly. That was a tough loss for me, because he was much more than a brother to me. He was a mentor and a friend, and he'd call me almost every day just to see how I was doing. But I was sorely missed after he died. It was tough for me to get over that.
Do you hear me singing the sweetest goodbye? Well, I hope it finds you well. I can hear you whisper in the dead of the night, like you never left. Well, how many times must I beg for an answer from you? An answer from you. And how many times must I start this all over again?
funeral, I had played a song that I was working on the guitar. It was just instrumental, and that was the first time that I had performed. It was at his funeral.
Like I've lost all my words, though I've never quite spoken clear. The heartache, the suffering, it's always so near. Makes me forget exactly what brought me here. How many times?
Every time I have a doubt or get frustrated or, don't have any confidence in myself or get worn out, I think of him, and I think of how mad he would be if I just gave up, because this was something that music was always something special to me and him, and I feel like I would be dishonoring him if I ever gave up on my music.
Nobody wants to be scared. Nobody said it was fair. Nobody wants to be alone with a tear to share. How many times must I beg for an answer from you? An answer from you. And how many times must I start this all over again? Face the truth. How many times must I look through these pictures of you? Pictures of you. And how many times must I start this all over again? Without you, with these little reminders of you. With these little reminders of you.
Had just recorded an album a couple years ago, Little Reminders, and it was a long adventure recording that album, and it had gotten me pretty frustrated, and just different things with promotions and things that I thought were going to happen, and getting frustrated with just the way the music industry is going. I kind of had to take a break to reevaluate, what's important to me. I think I focused too much on the financial side, and making a career of this, and just taking a little break kind of helped me realize that this is ultimately just for me. I'm doing this for me. This is my medicine. So with reevaluating myself and what I want out of this, I kind of realized that I wanted to write an album that was just all me. I'm recording all the drums. They're being programmed through software. All the keyboards, all the guitars, the bass, vocals, everything is going to be me. There's going to be a few string parts done by my bass player, Pierce Cook. He's a good friend of mine, and he's a very talented cello player and upright bass player. So I have him doing a few of those things to fill out some of the songs. But ultimately, for the most part, it's going to be all me. And I also really want to mix it and produce it and master it myself, and just to show myself I can. I always try to push my limits with every album, and I think that this is the next step for me to just show myself that I can do it. Just one more thing, and I wanted to see what it would sound like to be completely unaltered by someone else's vision of the song, and just see what it would sound like to have everything just spill out of my head and into the computer and have no coloration or anything of any other outside opinion.
I am the captain of these 7 seas. Waves get too high, but they can do as they please. Waters, they call for me through the breeze. They find me a sinner and they punish me. How do I get on? Singing, how do I get home? I am a gladiator born of blood and stone. I sharpen my blade, turn my freedom home. Fighting for my life's the only thing I've known. Though I've honor and glory, I will die alone. Let the angels guide me home, singing, kneel before the throne. 'Cause I am afraid of what I might not be. Though I am honest, I've no strength in me. When the brightest of days can be the hardest to see the light. The light. And you came to me like rain, forgotten all the same, lost just as you came, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am afraid of what I might not be. And though I am honest, I've no strength in me. When the brightest of days can be the hardest to see the light. The light.
least for some people, that awakens something inside, and they branch out to more music, like Paul Simon or any of those folk guys, Bob Dylan. And just put down the Katy Perry records and the Lady Gaga, and listen to real artists. And I mean, in no way am I comparing myself to those artists, but I just want to be real, and I want to be honest, and I hope that that's something that people remember, that they appreciate in music, not just my music, but music in general. So that's kind of where I'm headed.